Hello, happy Saturday to you. Come on in. I'm Katie Steinle, founder of Discover Your Design, and I am an intuitive guide that reads people's DNA through the lens of human design. And what I do is I come on once a week, every Saturday, and we just talk energy. And I will go over what the cosmic planetary movement is this week, what we can expect. And I also do biofeedback. So once we understand and we've got a little more awareness about the background frequency of what we'll be moving through this week, we can tune ourselves and harmonize with the highest level expression of this type of energy. So let's have some fun together. Let's begin with looking at. We always start with taking a look at the gate, the energetic gate of the I Ching that the sun is moving through, because that shows us what is going to be illuminated, what type of energy will we see illuminated in our lives this week. And today, actually, the sun is moving into the 15th gate, which is called the gate of extremes. And this is really about tuning into your natural rhythms, your natural patterns, whether you are a fan of routine or you just need to go with the flow. That is the 15th energy. It's all about just knowing and innately knowing like the right timing of things. And the people that have this activated, if you know human design, if you've had a chance to pull your chart, then you know that this type of person is going to be somebody that ebbs and they flow, and they might not do well being held to a very rigid 9 to 5 type of job. They just need to be able to work when they have the energy to, and to pull back when they need to. But they're very tuned in to nature and timing and right timing. So even if it looks like this week your timing might be different than it normally is, or things are just unfolding in a way that you weren't quite expecting, lean into it, because even though there are a lot of us that thrive on routine, there are also just as many people probably that don't, and they need to be more attuned to what works for them, and when they most access that flow state, that state of genius, that things they do line up, and your timing is perfect. So even if it doesn't look like everybody else's timing, right? So just pay attention. This is great that we're starting this on a Saturday, where hopefully you've got a little less structure in your life than you might Monday through Friday. And just kind of be aware and ask yourself a couple questions, like, are you waking up at a different time on the weekends than you would during the work week? Do you let your body kind of lead with that? Or do you like to know, like, I get up at the same time every day? I like that structure of knowing, I wake up at 8, I come downstairs, I get my coffee, I spend 15 minutes looking at emails. Like, do you feel a little nervous when you feel like you might not be able to control how your day is going to go or how much you're going to get done? Because once you can get more in tune with how your energy naturally works and thrives, you can be in that, access that flow state that we all want to get into, where you hit that zone of genius and things just happen, and that's when you do find yourself like in the right place at the right time. And the cool thing about people that naturally have this energy is they tend to have a very large aura, and they have a lot of impact. And so a lot of times people that have 15th gate activation, they pull others into their rhythm, even if it looks different than what we think of as, how life should look like. And so they can be very influential. This can be very influential energy. And we've also got this recently, we just had the solar eclipse in Gemini, and we're still sitting in the Mercury retrograde in Gemini energy. So, what that's telling us is don't underestimate your mind this week, because your mind, Gemini is all about the mind. It's all about the intellectual process. Very, very sharp, very witty. And when we think about it, we all have that inner dialogue, right, in our mind, that is running our show, running our story, and our thoughts create our reality. So just be aware of the thoughts you're having, the intentions you're having, because there's going to be a lot of energetic power and support in that. So maybe this is a great time for you to take a look at some of your patterns and routines and see what is no longer working for you, and where you need to break out of the doing things the same old way that you've always done them, because your mind, had is on autopilot with a certain story you've been writing and telling yourself. This is a great time for you to rewrite your story. And we're going to do that. We're going to get you jump started with our biofeedback tones. But before we do, I also always I talk about what is being eliminated this week, energy wise, based on the sun. And then we also take a look at what gate the earth is moving through, because this is the energy that we will be using to ground in this, the modesty of knowing that you are honoring your unique rhythm, and your unique patterns in life, and tuning into right timing and trusting in that. And we're doing that through the earth is in the 10th gate. The gate is all about the behavior of the self. And it's really tuning into, becoming aware of, what are your convictions? How do you, think people should behave? How do you behave? And, seeing, if that jives with a lot of the people in your life. This week highlighted for a lot of us is going to be noticing, maybe extremes in mood or extremes in behavior, both with ourselves and around us. So give yourself a little break this week if that's a challenge or that's being highlighted for you. It's absolutely natural for us to move through all these different expressions. And like I said in the beginning, if we just tune ourselves into the highest level frequency, we'll find that we are way more compassionate with others, even if they're acting in ways that we might look at as different than we would behave, right? We're going to have that empathy with others and with ourselves too. So ultimately, this leads to, like just an overall increase in love and respect for humanity, and for the fact that we all came here for a unique, different thing, right? A purpose, whatever, life's work, karma, whatever you want to call that. And just becoming more aware of that uniqueness, and instead of trying to hide it and be like everybody else. Be like sheeple, as somebody that I follow says. I love that. Where everybody's just following the crowd, not really asking questions, right? And then wondering why nothing ever changes. So let's get in touch with the tones that we're going to be working with this week. Obviously, I put in the gene key cellular, it's a DNA activation for harmonizing with the highest perfected resonance of the 10th gate, the behavior of the self, acting in accordance to our own creed, and also the 15th gate, dealing with the different, extremes in behavior. And then for Nogier frequencies, I included Nogier L, and that helps the communication between the left and the right brain hemispheres. And, we're working with that Gemini energy, and we're really harnessing that. Some people are more left brain. They like structure, they like routine. Some people are more right brain, they're more abstract, right? And so it's tuning into and honoring what's right for you. And then the sacral chakra, we're going to balance that and give that a boost, because that's where our compassion comes from. Our compassion for our own unique rhythms and flow, and also compassion for others. Because the more we honor the uniqueness in ourselves and in each other, like the more that we can come together in, almost like when you look at a beehive, how everybody's just doing their special little job, but the impact overall is amazing. The impact on humanity at large. And then adding in the solfeggio frequency for expressing our uniqueness, and the Bach flower essence for beach. And that is just another, it's an essential essence that helps us, step out and express our uniqueness and really get in tune with, what background frequency we work best in, right? We are our best version of ourselves in, however that looks for you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We'll do just a few minutes of meditation with these biotones. So sit back, start to close your eyes, and if you can, connect with the ground, putting your feet firmly on the ground, and just start to take some nice long deep breaths, focusing on that exhale, calling yourself back, you might be scattered, in 100 different places mentally and whatnot, just really feeling all of your power coming back to you, centering in your heart space. This is the most powerful place electromagnetically that we um, that we emanate from and with. This is where that spark, that is us, connects. Both the upper level chakras and the lower level chakras is through that heart space. So let's go ahead and start to feel our light, really just glowing and emanating, connecting with that heart space, connecting with that light that is us. And with this next exhale, start to drop that light down your torso, feeling it just gently, magnetically moving down through your legs, feeling it connect from your feet into the earth that is supporting us always, giving us the exact nourishment that we need. And just really starting to feel that column of light that is you, going down, 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 down to the center, the core, the crystallized core of the earth. I like to picture that light, that bright, brilliant light that is me plugging into the crystalline core, really just grounding into the perfected potential reality of this life you came here to live, who you came here to be. And on this next inhale, starting to feel that perfect, stable, balanced, nourished energy, all the love that you need to carry out your life's work. Feeling that moving back up closer to your feet, moving that energy into your feet, back into your body, up your torso, resting at your heart space. And on this next exhale, we're going to start to move that brilliant energy through our upper level chakras, out of our head, our crown chakra, feeling that energy just bolt, like electric bolt of just a creative spark that is all of us, all of our potential. Up past, feeling it just shoot past the moon, past the sun, past all the stars in our galaxy, feeling it hit that energetic boundary that is all the universe as we know it. And on this next inhale, feel yourself pushing past, breaking through that boundary of all that you once knew into the white light that is the ether, the Akash, the place of all-knowing, infinite understanding, and infinite creative potential. Acclimating with that electric creative spark, the oneness of all consciousness, of all being. And as you acclimate to that expansive, creative energy, start to pull that energy down, that column you've created, starting to acclimate that into your upper chakras, moving it in through your crown chakra, past your third eye, moving past your throat, resting in your heart space, starting to mix and swirl and blend with that beautiful perfected earth energy so that you can carry out the work that you need to do in this lifetime. I always picture the two moving together in an infinity symbol, working perfectly together in balance and resonance, just like we're going to be doing with these tones. Go ahead and just sit for a few more seconds, just taking this energy in, taking in the frequencies, and letting your body fully absorb them and acclimate. I felt a definite shift, a definite that harmony between, like we were talking about the right and the left, way of approaching things with your mind, as well as, just the harmony of accepting that, this week it might look a little different. That might not be like your typical week, but it's going to be a great time for you to lean into that more, explore it more, and you're now ready and prepared for whatever comes your way. And I hope that it is the best absolute possible week for you, and you achieve all that you are hoping to do. And if you're tuning into your body and you're letting that guide you, you will not go wrong. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will post tomorrow, just in case you want to have more of meditation style, just the tones. I'll post that in a video format, and that way you can come back as many times as you need to during the week and just reset, recalibrate, just like you tune a piano. You might as well take advantage and share this out. Share, tell your friends, and the more people that we can get on board and tuned in, like the better interactions we will all have, right? So make it a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.